kept it so here. If you can hear some music in the background, it is just some meditation music. Because I really need it right now, let's just say that. This is a video inspired by things that I've gone through recently. So I know it might be long, but I would rather you pay attention to the whole thing and not try to skip ahead, but it's up to you. Sorry if my broom is in the way. So those are the decks that I'm using. Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. Doreen Virtue's Daily Guidance from Your Angels. Energy Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie. And the one on the end is Heal Yourself. Healing cards by Ina Segal. I do have that first one is lit also, but you can't tell because it's been used a lot. I have a Virgin de Guadalupe healing candle. It can be used for healing, but it's a prayer candle, and then a white prayer candle. So this is a pick a card reading of why am I under spiritual attack, and what can I do to get through it? How do I get through it? So I have 5 sets here. I've gone over the decks that I'm using. It'd probably be best that you pick one, but I would recommend that you stay tuned throughout the whole video because all of these sets can teach you something and not just the one that you personally chose for yourself. So you probably can't really see this one good because I have it in basically up under my light. So that's just my cup here. So anyway, hopefully you can hear me over the music. I'm needing it for this particular video because I need to meditate. Oh, and also the Reiki healing candle is right there too. It's been used a lot, so that's why it looks like that. That purple candle. And I got my crystals as well. I'm not too focused on those for this video, but they're there. So anyway, set one. Why am I under spiritual attack and how do I get through it? So we have Innocence, and it says, Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. I think I already know your answer just by looking at that. But we're gonna dive into the other cards. We have King of Cups, and as you can see, the keyword says commitment. Number 40. The numbers can mean something, by the way. 6 chakra, Archangel Metatron. And if this cuts off, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to complete it because I believe it will cut off. Number 9, Treasure Island. Moving forward, get ready for a positive change. I also seen this while I was setting the cards up in my head. So, number 10, pay attention to the signs. So what this is telling me is that you're feeling guilty about something maybe that happened a very long time ago. Maybe something you said to somebody, something you did, or a certain way that you acted towards somebody. You're feeling guilty about it, and the more you hold on to guilt, the more you're going to feel like you're under spiritual attack. King of Cups, commitment. I feel like this is not commitment in regards to love life for most of you. This is about you feeling afraid to hold on to one thing. You don't want to commit to anything. possibly anybody. You don't want to commit to a long-term job. You don't want to commit to a long-term relationship or anything for some reason. So it's a lot of guilt eating you up and a lot of things that you're building short-term because you're afraid of something. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, card number 40. Again, the numbers can mean something, but they do not have to. This is about clarity of thought and personal vision. So you're not thinking clearly at this time. Now it is an upright position, but with the surrounding cards, I feel like it is meaning that you're not thinking as clearly. You're paying attention to things that don't even matter, where there are other things that need your attention and there are small details, which is why you're not paying attention to them. And then number 9, Treasure Island. We got 2 more cards to go through for set number 1. So number 9, Treasure Island. This is about things coming together and you hitting the jackpot, basically. That treasure right there is yours, but you are currently blocked from it because of the way you're thinking and because of the guilt that you are holding on to for whatever reason. Pay attention to the signs. There's lots of signs being shown to you that you are choosing to ignore, again, just because they are very small details. And then we have moving forward. So this is about forgiving yourself from whatever it is you're holding on to guilt about. Until you do, you're going to continue to be under spiritual attack. And if you're not under spiritual attack right now, this is what's going to lead up to your spiritual attacks. So this is in a way to help possibly prevent you from hitting that roadblock. So set number 2, we have listen. And it says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our mutual reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. We have strength, and it says angel of courage on the bottom. Blossoming abundance, card number 3. The numbers can mean something, but they don't have to. Number 5, we have orphaned. To me, that is usually about somebody feeling afraid to be alone and not learning how to accept themselves, but they accept others. We have letting go, learn to let go, it says. And entrapment. So yeah, this is about letting go of something or somebody. You are under spiritual attack because you are choosing to continue to deal with the situation and this person in place of letting it go. So you feel trapped and you feel like possibly that this person or situations are dragging you to them when really they're trying to push you away, but you're not getting the idea of what they're trying to do. You can have this blossoming abundance, but you really need to get off of this leash and let this situation or this person go. And you can get to this point, the blossoming abundance, but without that, you're going to continue to feel trapped and continue to feel like you can't break free. And you can get through it, but you're listening to everybody else but yourself, basically. So yeah. That is why set number 2 is under spiritual attack, or this is what's going to lead up to your spiritual attack. So number 3, We have joy, and it says, joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Okay. Six of Swords, and it says resolution at the bottom. 50, Angel of Strength. Again, the numbers can mean something, but it doesn't have to. Number 20, Imagine. Epiphany, Seek Clarity. And number 5, Sadness. So you are putting limits on what you can do. You can do a whole lot more than you expect and that you can even imagine, but you're not setting your mind to it. There's a lot of self-doubt and sadness. That is my smoke alarm, and I do apologize. I was hoping that wouldn't go off during this particular video, but it did. And the sadness is because you're still seeking clarity or closure from a specific person or a situation, and you want to get it directly from that source, but you're not able to. It's telling you to let go and get through it on your own. You don't really need the closure you think you need. You need peace of mind and closure from you figuring things out for yourself. You're under spiritual attack because you're limiting your abilities, whatever those abilities are. It's a whole lot more you can do, but you're doubting yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You can get to this resolution when you get that clarity, but unfortunately you may have to get the clarity by yourself on your own. You may not get it from the direct source. Okay. And you can get to the joy as well if you believe in yourself more. So that is why set number 3 is under spiritual attack, or this is what's going to lead up to your spiritual attack. So number 4, this is shorter than I thought it was going to be. So ground yourself. I also sang this card ahead of time in my head while setting up. So you have ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body in the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. 4 of Pentacles, control. So it looks like there's some financial restraints here. All tied up in reverse, number 23. The numbers can mean something, but it may not. Number 18, serendipity. Children, know that your children are protected. Now that doesn't necessarily mean kids. It can mean a number of things, but let me figure out what it is. 26, letting go. This could also be talking about children that you might possibly have in the future, that they're already being protected before they're even created. As well as your inner child needing to come out and play. You take things a little too seriously. You have to let go of that wall and learn to live a little bit. All tied up in reverse is actually a good sign that you are headed in the right direction, but when it is upright, it is letting you know that there's a certain person or situation that you kind of really need to just let go of. Ground yourself. Yeah, I feel like this is more so financially, because the reason why this suit is green in this particular deck is because Pentacles refer to financial aspect of your life, mostly financial can get to this state of control when you ground yourself, ground your money. And yeah, if you have kids, which I'm pretty sure most of you do, I feel everything is going to be okay with them. This is also, again, to work on your inner child, for those of you who don't have kids. And serendipity, number 18. So the numbers, again, can mean something, but they may not. This card is about finding what's within your highest good, getting those things that you need and not necessarily what you want. Because at the end of the day, getting what you need is going to pay off big time, so that you can eventually get those things that you want, but you got to let go of what you don't need and take control. Did I do that one yet? Nope, I didn't. I thought I did. I have one more. And then that will be it for this video. I'm really surprised because it ended up shorter than I thought it would. So, reward yourself. And it says, you've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. Judgment, and it says the angel of the past on the bottom. Goddess of the Moon, card number 52 in reversed. Number 36, come to the edge. Again, the numbers can mean something, but they may not. Choices, make the best choices. And then the last one is number 8, procrastination. So far I'm getting that this is all about you trying to help somebody in place of helping yourself. You're making choices. All of your choices for some reason involve another individual or situation. And you're too focused on them to help yourself in the way that you need to be helped. So there's something or someone of the past that is keeping you from doing what you are needing to do, and keeping you from your priorities and your responsibilities, distracting you from what is really important. It's time to be selfish and do what you got to do for yourself. If you have kids, for those kids as well. But you gotta be selfish sometimes, and that is okay from time to time. If you don't, otherwise you're gonna fall right off of this cliff up here. And this could be a happy card, but with the surrounding cards, it is telling you that you're about to fall off the edge. So, the Goddess of the Moon would usually be about getting a certain situation or a certain person wrapped around your finger. And I believe this card references towards the High Priestess in Tarot, to me, in my opinion. But it's reversed, so until you kind of learn to kind of be a little selfish, it's going to continue to be in reverse. So what I want to mention in this video that I mentioned in a previous video, that we can oftentimes get cards of good news and stuff, but we have to do the work. We can't just expect for something to come to us. Just because a card shows up, we do have to oftentimes do the work for it. is our spiritual attack reading. Pick a card. And I'll do another pick a card reading soon. I don't know when though. I wish you all love and light. If you want one more personal to you, please do visit my website or contact me via email at the email address below and purchase a reading. Or send a donation for a general oracle card message. Again, not everybody will resonate with these pick a card readings because I am tuning in to everybody. And this is only messages for the majority of you. So I wish you all love and light. And I'll see you in the next one.